Okay, so good morning, well, good afternoon actually, wherever you are logging in from. A very warm welcome from the Buddhist Society to you, and thank you for joining this online Sangha and this Sangha in person here at the Buddhist Society on the first floor in the lecture room at Eccleston Square. I'm going to start in my usual way today by lighting the candles and the incense, and then reading the dedication of offerings and the recollection of the Buddha. Yesterday, the 22nd of January, was the first anniversary of the death of Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Zen meditation teacher. So I'd like to start today just by reading a few words from Thich Nhat Hanh, or Thai as his followers called him. And I'll finish again at the end with these words. All the wonders of life are already here. They're calling you. If you can listen to them, you will be able to stop running. What you need, what we all need, is silence. Let go of the noise in your mind for the wondrous sounds of life to be heard. The words of Thich Nhat Hanh. The dedication of offerings. To the Blessed One, the Lord who fully attained perfect enlightenment, to the teaching which he expounded so well, and to the Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, to these, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, we render with offerings our rightful homage. It is well for us that the Blessed One, having attained liberation, still had compassion for later generations. May these simple offerings be accepted for our long-lasting benefit and for the happiness it gives us. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and Blessed One, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dhamma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. Recollection of the Buddha. A good word of the Blessed One's reputation has spread as follows. He, the Blessed One, is indeed the Pure One, the perfectly enlightened One. He is impeccable in conduct and understanding, the accomplished One, the knower of the worlds. He trains perfectly those who wish to be trained. He is teacher of gods and humans. He is awake and holy. The supreme praise of the Buddha. The Buddha, the truly worthy one, endowed with such excellent qualities whose being is composed of purity, transcendental wisdom, and compassion, who has enlightened the wise like the sun awakening the lotus. I bow my head to that peaceful chief of conquerors, the Buddha, who is the safe, secure refuge of all beings. As the first object of recollection, I venerate him with bowed head. I am indeed the Buddha's servant. The Buddha is my Lord and guide. The Buddha is sorrow's destroyer, who bestows blessings on me. To the Buddha I dedicate this body and life. And in devotion I will walk the Buddha's path of awakening. For me there is no other refuge. The Buddha is my excellent refuge. By the utterance of this truth, may I grow in the Master's way. By my devotion to the Buddha and the blessings of this practice, by its power, may all obstacles be overcome. So I invite you now to sit in a reasonably upright, comfortable sitting position. And if you're new to practice, or if you're returning after a gap, a good place to start is just by allowing your attention to drop downwards. So consciously from your head, allow your attention just to sink down to the soles of your feet, if you're sitting on a chair, or if you're sitting cross-legged on a cushion on the floor, it will be your ankles and shins. Just the points of contact with the ground that supports you. And see if you can actually have a direct sensation with the contact with the ground, with the floor. And as you do so, just notice where your attention actually goes. So you might be thinking about the contact, visualizing it, or actually experiencing the direct sensation, or perhaps a mixture of all three. And whatever it is absolutely okay. You haven't made a mistake, but just notice where your attention actually goes. And then I invite you to move your attention up to your sitting bones on the chair or the cushion. And in the same way, just see if you can experience the direct sensation, the feeling contact of the chair or the cushion. And notice again where your attention actually goes. And then I invite you again to move your attention up to your back and your spine in particular, Just see if you can have a reasonably upright back or spine, as much as your body will allow, but do remain comfortable at the same time. Just notice what sensations you might be experiencing in this area of your body. The contact with the chair or the settee, or if you're sitting unsupported, how does that feel? And then I invite you to move your attention upwards again to your neck and shoulder area, and just see if you can notice what's going on there. And then I invite you to align your head with your neck and your neck with your spine, so that everything's in a reasonably upright column. And just for a few moments, take in the whole of your physical body, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Just feeling the clothes on your skin surface, contact with the chair or the cushion and the floor, and the air on your hands and your face. And then in this quiet, still body, without altering your breath in any way, the invitation is just to pick up the sensation of the movement caused by the breath. And if you're new to practice, just spend a few moments finding where it's easiest for you to notice this movement. And as we now enter a period of silence, I invite you just to use this breath, this sensation, as an anchor for your attention, a place of return. And see if you can weave into your practice some kindness and some compassion for yourself. So please feel free to stretch and move and readjust your posture. Some notices from the Buddhist Society. There will be lunchtime meditations this week on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. Friday is online as well. The Wednesday and Thursday sessions are here at the Buddhist Society. In the evening today, that's Monday, there's the Zen class and the Theravada class, both at 6:30. And on Thursday, in the evening, there's the basic meditation class and the Tibetan class, both at 6:30. For the log-on details, if you want to join these classes online, please see the Buddhist Society website. I'm going to close today with the verses of sharing and aspiration, and then I'll read that little quote from Thich Nhat Hanh and the closing homage. The verses of sharing and aspiration. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, may my spiritual teachers and guides of great virtue, my mother, my father, and my relatives, the sun and the moon, and all virtuous leaders of the world, may the highest gods and evil forces, celestial beings, guardian spirits of the earth and the Lord of death, may those who are friendly, indifferent, or hostile, may all beings receive the blessings of my life. May they soon attain the threefold bliss and realize the deathless. Through the goodness that arises from my practice and through this act of sharing, may all desires and attachments quickly cease and all harmful states of mind until I realize Nibbana. In every kind of birth, may I have an upright mind. With mindfulness and wisdom, austerity and vigor, may the forces of delusion not take hold nor weaken my resolve. The Buddha is my excellent refuge. Unsurpassed is the protection of the Dhamma. The solitary Buddha is my noble Lord. The Sangha is my supreme support. Through the supreme power of all these, may darkness and delusion be dispelled. And the words of Thich Nhat Hanh again. For those of you who've logged on after my little introduction, it was the first anniversary of his passing yesterday. And so today we commemorate his life. All the wonders of life are already here. They're calling you. If you can listen to them, you will be able to stop running. What you need, what we all need, is silence. Let go of the noise in your mind, for the wondrous sounds of life to be heard. The closing homage. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed one, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teachings so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dharma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. So thank you once again for joining this online and in-person Sangha. I wish you all a very good week. Go well.